Hey everyone, Alan Het here, gonna be giving away my week 2 video podcast for you guys. With that said, let's get started. Gonna be doing the Schoolhouse Rock videos, nouns and pronouns. I'm gonna link them under below. They're pretty cool refreshers, just a way to kind of relax. As master's students, we get a bunch of advanced vocabulary, and to watch a little video with animated people is on nouns and pronouns is pretty cool. Awesome little refresher. Got to sit back, and watch that. Now into the big meat here, the podcast. I agreed with half of it, disagreed with the other half. I agreed with the half of the fact that journalism is not opinionated. It should just be to shed light on people and have other people get their own opinions rather than having a bias from the person doing it. And the question was, are newsrooms liberal? She gives an awesome little example of how in 2016, this woman was working in the newsroom, and when Trump became president, people started to cry. I think that is just biased in the newsroom with a bunch of with liberals into the newsroom. I think that having any emotions inside of something does also mean that you're opinionated. If I was watching a sports game and the announcer started to cry when the team lost, I probably wouldn't watch that game. That sports announcer would be fired for having a bias. I did not, and it's also really interesting because we just did the assignment on social media and how like 70-80% of social media is liberal based, while in 20% is like Republican based because of backlash. So, get into the part where I disagree with. This guy started to talk after the question was asked, are liberals all in the newsroom? First thing he did was he attacked someone named Lynn Downey, who was an editor for the Washington Post. Lynn Downey did not vote to remain neutral, and that's something I do as well. I don't want to vote because I feel like in 20 years people could find out who I voted for, no matter who it was, and I'd be attacked. I think remaining neutral is the greatest thing possible. This guy started saying that if you don't vote, your voice is silenced. To me, unless you're an opinionated journalist, what voice do we have? We're not supposed to be here giving voices. We're just supposed to be here to give information and to shed light on something. We're not supposed to have a voice. We're not advocates. Yeah. So, also, the next thing he goes into is, he said something that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. He said, instead of looking at it as liberal views, you should look at it as human views, standing up for human views. I think this looks like an attempt to sidestep the real issue here and the political bias of the newsrooms. It's also troubling to dismiss the validity of concerns about how political newsrooms are, So, there you go. Thank you guys.